Welcome, dear listeners, to the chilling realm of the Mr.Creepy tales, where every tale is a descent into darkness and every whisper carries the weight of the unknown. Prepare yourselves for an auditory journey like no other, as we peel back the layers of reality to reveal the true terror that lies just beyond the veil. From the shadows of haunted houses to the depths of haunted forests, we bring you first-hand accounts of those who have encountered the unexplainable and lived to tell the tale. So gather round, lock your doors, and steel your nerves, for this is true, terrifying encounters, and the stories you are about to hear may haunt your dreams for nights to come. In the heart of a sleepy town nestled between towering trees and rolling hills stood a house shrouded in mystery. Willow Street was whispered to be haunted, its crumbling facade a testament to the tragedies that had unfolded within its walls. For years, the locals had avoided the house, their superstitions keeping them at bay. But when a group of curious teenagers decided to investigate, they unwittingly unleashed forces beyond their comprehension. It was a dare that set everything in motion, a challenge whispered among friends on a moonlit night. Sarah, Jake, and Emily stood huddled together on the edge of Willow Street, their breath forming clouds in the chilly air as they gazed up at the imposing silhouette of the abandoned house. "I dare you to spend the night in the haunted house," Sarah said, her voice barely above a whisper, but carrying the weight of undeniable authority. Jake scoffed, his bravado masking the unease that gnawed at his insides. "Piece of cake," he declared, his words tinged with false confidence. But Emily hesitated, her eyes darting nervously between her friends and the looming darkness beyond. "Are you sure this is a good idea?" she asked, her voice trembling with uncertainty. Sarah shot her a knowing smile, her eyes gleaming with mischief. "Where's your sense of adventure, Em? Besides, what's the worst that could happen?" And with that, the die was cast, and the trio ventured forth into the unknown, their laughter echoing through the night as they crossed the threshold of the haunted house on Willow Street. As they stepped into the darkness of the abandoned house, a sense of foreboding washed over them like a wave, chilling them to the bone. The air was thick with dust and decay, and the silence seemed to press down upon them with suffocating weight. Jake led the way, his bravado faltering with each creak of the floorboards beneath his feet. Sarah followed close behind, her nerves tingling with excitement and fear in equal measure. And Emily brought up the rear, her senses on high alert as she scanned the shadows for signs of movement. They explored every room, their footsteps echoing through the empty halls as they searched for any hint of the supernatural. But the house remained eerily quiet, its secrets buried deep within its crumbling walls. Just when they were about to give up hope, Sarah stumbled upon a hidden staircase concealed behind a crumbling bookcase. With a triumphant cry, she beckoned to her friends, her eyes sparkling with excitement. "Come on, guys! This could be where the real fun begins!" she exclaimed, her voice echoing through the darkness. And so, with trepidation and anticipation warring within them, they descended into the depths of the house, unaware of the horrors that awaited them in the shadows below. As they descended into the darkness, the air grew colder, and the silence became oppressive, weighing down upon them like a suffocating blanket. They moved cautiously, their senses on high alert as they navigated the labyrinthine passages beneath the house. It was then that they heard it, a faint whispering that seemed to emanate from the very walls themselves. At first, they dismissed it as a trick of the wind, but as they pressed onward, the whispers grew louder, more insistent, until they could no longer ignore them. "What is that?" Emily whispered, her voice barely audible over the eerie cacophony. "I don't know, but we need to keep moving," Sarah replied, her voice tinged with unease. But no matter how fast they moved, the whispers followed, their words indistinct but unmistakably malevolent. And as they rounded a corner, they came face to face with the source of the unearthly presence that haunted the house on Willow Street. It was a figure shrouded in darkness, its form indistinct and ethereal, its eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. And as it advanced towards them, its whispers grew louder, filling their minds with visions of unspeakable horrors and driving them to the brink of madness. With a cry of terror, they turned and fled, their footsteps echoing through the tunnels as they raced towards the surface, desperate to escape the clutches of the malevolent entity that lurked in the shadows. But as they emerged into the moonlit night, they knew that they had not escaped unscathed. For the house on Willow Street held secrets far darker than they could have ever imagined, and the entity that dwelled within its walls hungered for more than just their fear. And so, as they fled into the safety of the night, they vowed never to return to the haunted house on Willow Street, their minds scarred by the horrors they had witnessed, and their souls forever haunted by the memory of the unearthly presence that lurked within.